Welcome back to episode 6 of the Who's Keeping Score podcast, where three lifelong friends talk about sports beyond the stats. Today, we are going to start with a very heated topic of the NBA lottery that just occurred on Monday, May 12th at 7 p.m. We'll get into it in a second, but that's going to be our first topic. We'll go into talking about the second round of the NBA playoffs. And then our draft for today is going to be an NFL fantasy draft conducted using players in the NBA. So NBA players to create the best fantasy football team. We'll go into the rules and details when we get to that segment, and then we'll do our sports and non-sports trivia. Let's get into it.
So, since I have the least amount of dog in this fight, we have Alex and Jacob are both Wizards fans, and they're upset. So, Jacob, let's start with you. Why? Tell me how you're feeling right now.
I've looked forward to the draft lottery day for a while. It's been on my schedule for a few months, because as we know, the Wizards are not very good and tanked in order to get Cooper Flag or other top players in the draft. We had the highest chance to get the number one pick. We had a 14% chance to get the number one pick. We had a 52% chance to get top three. And we ended up with the sixth pick, with the Dallas Mavericks getting the first pick, the Spurs getting the second pick, and the Sixers getting the third pick. There are a few ways that we can break this down. At the end of the day, the NBA is a business, and it is going to act as a business normally does, which is trying to make the most money for that business. Sending Cooper Flag to Washington or to Utah does not make the NBA any money. There is no reason that Cooper Flag, they would be like, oh, I can't wait to put the Wizards on national TV. But you know what just happened? A blockbuster trade that had an entire team lose its whole fan base, where the Mavericks send away their franchise player to the Lakers for an aging Anthony Davis. And you know what was thrown in? The first pick of this draft. The reason that Nico Harrison, the GM of the Mavericks, didn't talk to any other team was because he talked to Adam Silver before the trade went through. He was like, you know what? Sure, you can give up Luka. We'll give you AD and Cooper Flag. How does that sound? And Nico was like, you know what? That's great. I don't need to talk to any other team. I don't need to get any other offers. This works out. Because now our golden child is gone, and here we go with a new golden child. You know what happened in 2019 when the Pelicans traded away Anthony Davis to the Lakers? They got Zion. The Pelicans got the first pick in the draft as soon as they traded away Anthony Davis. And now Anthony Davis goes from LA to Dallas. So now LA gets their star because LA is a big market. LeBron's leaving. Luka is now their golden child moving forward. The Dallas Mavericks fan base completely left them, and now they need something to cheer about. So why not give them Cooper Flag?
Yep.
The Spurs have an alien, 7'5", gonna be the best player in the NBA in like a year or two. They need him to do well. He brings ratings. They want him to be the face of the league. Why not make their team better? We'll give you the second pick. The Sixers have lost all hope, and they're a big market. Joel Embiid's gonna leave. Like, they have the process that failed. Let's start up a new process. We'll give them the third pick. The three worst teams, the Wizards, the Jazz, and the Hornets, got fourth, fifth, and sixth pick. The number one trending word on Twitter as soon as the lottery ends was rigged. Rigged was the number one trending word on Twitter. You know why? Because they didn't even try to conceal any of the collusion at all. It was just right in front of everybody's face. They're like, I don't care what you think. This is a business. I want to make money. Adam Silver. I would like a public apology from Adam Silver to all of the fans, the Wizards fans, Jazz fans, Hornets fans, everybody who's watched their team lose the entire year, struggle, so that we could be excited for this draft. And now I have to wait until the 2026 draft to get anybody that I care about because there's nobody available at 6. Alex, go ahead.
Hey, NBA, whoever's watching, anybody in the world who cares about the NBA right now, why in the world is it so difficult to show the ping pong balls being displayed? Like, why in
Yeah,
the world can they not show the balls? We
they
had
used to
the
do that.
highest chance to get the first overall pick. But no, we're not going to show the ping pong balls being displayed because there aren't any ping pong balls being displayed. They sit down at a conference and decide who they want in their top five months before this occurs. And then they're like, oh my gosh, the lottery is coming tonight. Let's figure out who's going to be the pick. But they didn't even choose the balls. Why can't we see the balls? It's not going to be that big of a difference if the balls are shown or they're not shown. But they are not going to show us because it's rigged. And it is so rigged there was a 0.01% chance that the lineups in the draft went Mavericks, Spurs, 76ers. 0.01%. There was a 53% chance that either the Wizards, Hornets, or Jazz got the first overall pick. And we didn't even get one of them. None of us
We didn't
did.
get top 5.
We
We
didn't
didn't
get
get
top
top
five.
5.
We did not get top five. It is unbelievable. I don't like. I wore the shirt today to represent my team because that is how a good fan base is. But you know what the NBA is doing right now? They are ruining fan bases and they're ruining fans from watching their teams because they are making it more about they don't want to send a superstar to a bad team rather than let's just be the NBA. Like the
So, you know what you guys can do to help the solution?
become a different
Not
fan.
be bad.
Go to Wizards games. Buy Wizards
We
tickets.
do.
We
That has nothing to
do.
do with anything. They don't put it on TV. Why would they put that trash product on TV? That's why we needed a player that could make our team better.
It's so rigged.
Because now we're just going to be again. You're going to cut out a lot of these words that I'm using, but
It
we're
is
going to be
so.
terrible again
Of course
and
we
have to
are.
get. I feel so bad for my roommates because I'm screaming. But like the first pick was decided months ago
Months ago, as soon as
when that trade
when that
happened.
trade went through, nobody's ever heard of it. Oh my gosh, Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis.
Whoa,
Everybody in
crazy.
the world thought it was fake. It's fake news. And the Shams had to repost. This is real, guys. Oh my gosh, this is real. Okay, this is actually real. Okay, this is so crazy. The Mavericks had a 1.8% chance of getting the number one pick, but they didn't because they had a 100% chance of getting the number one pick because it was decided when the trade.
None of the trade information actually explained the actual trade.
Are you
It was
serious?
Luka Doncic for AD and Cooper Flag. That was the trade. And
This
now
is
the
un.
Spurs can have Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, who's the rookie of the year, Dylan Harper. Like they're going to be stacked. They have 2 lottery picks. They're going to get somebody else too.
And another thing that needs to be said is he went to a Western Conference team. The Western Conference is the best, obviously significantly better than the East, and has the best teams. So the best thing the NBA could have obviously done is give him to a Eastern Conference team so that it is, relatively more balanced. But no, they send everybody to the West, so the West is stacked, and the Celtics, have a free ride to the finals for the next 5 years
Why? Because it makes them more
because
money.
it makes them more
And I'm
money.
absolutely tired of it. I'm still a Wizards fan, but I'm boycotting the NBA.
Yep.
Who's keeping score will now be about hockey. I'm excited for the Caps.
Adam
We're
Silver.
down 2-1 in the series, but the NBA sucks. I don't want to hear anything about it. Jaden and Alex will now be talking about the NBA, and
And another thing,
wait until football season. See ya.
it's bad. You know it's bad. The NBA lottery ended, and every single professional NBA player is posting about how rigged it is.
Yes,
Everybody
dude,
knows.
because it's
Everybody knows.
obvious.
They're not even hiding it. They're not even trying to hide it
No,
anymore.
they're not
They're
trying
not
to
even
hide it
trying
at
to hide
all,
it. They were like,
bro.
oh man, let's figure out what to do. Oh my gosh, let's just give it to the Mavericks. The Kyrie Irving, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis is going to be good now. Oh my gosh, congratulations. They can face off against the Lakers at some point, and it's going to be so crazy. But
Bro,
no, the
the
Wizards,
Mavericks lost their entire fan base. They were at Dallas Stars hockey games, were chanting "Fire Nico"
yep.
at hockey games. And now they're like, okay, we need to get the fan base back together. Cooper Flag. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear anything about it. It's rigged. Aisha Curry was right. It's rigged.
It's rigged. It's so rigged. They had Jared
I
McCain up there smiling like he did something with the 76ers getting the third overall pick. They shouldn't even have been
They're
there.
gonna suck
They're
too.
gonna suck
Who
too.
cares?
Like it's
Who cares?
unbelievable.
They're gonna be bad. Everybody's like, oh, I feel so bad for the Wizards fans. Yeah, all the time. That's what life is.
Yep.
That's life as a Wizards fan, and we're gonna suck again next year, and then have the best chance to win the lottery and not get top 3 again.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna suck again.
I was talking to one of my friends earlier today. We're going to have a 5-77 record next season because
And lose, who cares?
that is our only availability. It's not even like we have the talent to do better. We don't because we are horrible. That means we need better players.
That's why the bad teams are supposed to get better picks in the lottery. That's
because
the whole point.
we need to get
Because
better.
we need more parity in the league.
We went from the worst team in the league to the worst team in the league with the 6th pick that is going to make them the same. And then we're going to be 5-77. Oh my gosh.
It's always about getting development pieces so that we can develop them and be better, like the Thunder or whatever. But we don't have anybody to develop. Everybody
sucks. Everybody sucks.
and everybody will be. All right. We can keep going.
There's been some gems that have been found in the later picks in the draft, just in case.
Shut up, Jaden. I don't want to hear anything about it.
And knowing the
That's not
Wizards,
the point. That's not the point. The point isn't who we're gonna get. The point is
it's
that
rigged. And
the
it's
teams
rigged, and
that
it's
got the
stupid.
top 3 picks don't deserve the top 3 picks. They
At
did
all.
not suffer. They did not lose. They did not struggle the entire year. The Mavericks were in the play-in.
And this, yeah.
The Mavs were in the play-in. They get one bounce that goes their way. They're in the playoffs. They're not even in the lottery, and they end up with the number 1 pick.
Yep. And the Spurs have 2 superstars on their roster and a rising Stephon Castle, who is phenomenal, who is just going to get paired with either Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper, who is phenomenal. But you know who
Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Jared McCain, Ace Bailey, and Joel Embiid is going to be the Sixers starting lineup. And the Wizards have Keyshawn George and Bub Carrington.
Oh,
and knowing the Wizards and knowing how absolutely stupid we do at drafting, we're gonna draft some no name from freaking Croatia, and no one's gonna heard of him because that's how we do things.
Yes, bro.
Alex
is so mad that his camera's blurry.
Oh, what? When did that happen?
Like 10 seconds ago.
This is unbelievable. This is actually unbelievable. We're going to draft whatever, because that's all we do is we just draft no-name players thinking we're going to be good. And guess what? We are never good. We are never good. I am 22 years old, about to be 23 years old, and we have made the playoffs twice, I think 3 times, but only one of them actually was anything, supportive enough for me to actually care.
And 2 years ago, you guys were saying the same thing about the Commanders, and look at you now.
I know. Luckily, we got these guys.
Yeah, thank God for Jaden Daniels.
I know. If we didn't have Jaden Daniels,
That's the caption, the title of this YouTube video. Thank God for Jaden Daniels. I was out to dinner with 2 of my better friends. I haven't seen them in a long time. I was so excited to be with them out at dinner. We turn on the TV. And then it shows with the 6th pick, Washington Wizards. And I left dinner. I didn't even get to enjoy the dinner with them. I left.
Bad. It's pretty bad.
I didn't actually leave, but mentally I left.
NBA,
NBA, I'm boycotting.
Adam
Silver, I want an apology. Please, at least next time when you rig it, make it less obvious. That's all I care about, right? If you want to get away, like it's Scooby-Doo, if it wasn't for you meddling kids, you didn't even make it hard for people to figure it out. Like you just put it right in front of us. We didn't need Sherlock Holmes. We didn't need Cordelia Cup. We figured it out all by ourselves. All by ourselves. We didn't need anybody to figure it out. The whole world knows it.
And
stop shoving that in our faces.
We have the Who's Keeping Score podcast is 3 NBA lovers our entire lives. We are basketball fans.
No longer.
Yeah, exactly. And you're making it very difficult for us to enjoy the sport that we grew up loving and still enjoy because we are no longer NBA fans. We are basketball fans now. We're NBA, get out of here.
I
I
mean,
don't even know about that. I like darts.
I think Ace Bailey to the Spurs would be pretty interesting.
It would be so interesting. It'll be so interesting for everybody who enjoys a fan base that is good at basketball. If you are a fan base that stinks, you are no longer incapable of getting a good player because that's just not how the NBA works anymore. They knew their ratings were going down. They knew everything. They were like, oh my gosh, our players don't play defense. They can still keep not playing defense. Let's just put Cooper Flag on the Mavericks. That's what we're gonna do. You can keep on not playing defense. You can keep making the All-Star game be 300 to 299 because that's how it works these days. But we'll give Cooper Flag to a better
On
team.
the Mind the Game podcast, the second best sports podcast out there behind Who's Keeping Score, LeBron said that, there was some funny business going on because obviously he got selected to Cleveland because Cleveland got the number one pick. Because why would they have put LeBron, Cleveland's golden boy, anywhere else besides Cleveland? When Derrick Rose got drafted to the Chicago, he was a Chicago native. Bulls got first pick, got drafted by Chicago. It's can you give me a narrative that will make the NBA money? If not, you're not getting first pick. And now Nico Harrison is over there sitting all smiley and bleep again because he looks like a genius for getting Anthony Davis and Cooper Flag for Luka Doncic, and the Lakers already lost in the playoffs. So all that Nico Harrison sucks stuff looks crazy now because he made a deal with the devil, aka Adam Silver.
Mm-hmm. And the Wizards organization, we are still fans. We are sorry that you guys have to go through this. We are still fans. We just hate the NBA. We're still fans. We're not giving up on you guys. But man, this is frustrating.
I
This
can't wait
is
for the Wizards to be
frustrating.
good in 28 years.
Yep. We are going to get nobody because we're going to end up we're going to have a 60% chance of getting AJ DeBanza next year. And do you know who we're going to get? Not him because we're going to get the 10th pick in the draft. And it's going to be awesome. I'm good to move on if you
Yeah,
guys
do you
are.
guys do you guys feel better now at least a little bit?
No,
No,
I at least spoke about it. So at least I can
my
say.
face is rosy. I'm upset. I sent I'm upset like 20 times to my girlfriend, and she's like, "What the hell happened?" It's like I don't want to talk about it, but I'm upset.
All right, moving on to the NBA playoffs. It's been a good one. It's been a good one. Um,
It has been a good one. That's why
been
it's so
such a
annoying
good
because I
one.
want to be a fan of the NBA, and now they're not letting me.
It's been such a good one.
I
I
think
will calm down by episode 13 of Who's Keeping Score podcast. Until then, I'm going to be flames out the ears.
what I think I love about this NBA playoffs is it's giving us everything that March Madness didn't give us.
It's a good
And
point, Jaden.
That
that
is so
is
good.
like, because I really felt like I was missing something this year with the way March Madness was. And March Madness got great towards the end because there were better teams playing against better teams. So it definitely was interesting. But that first weekend excitement wasn't there the same way it normally is. And now in the NBA, when usually the first two rounds, you kind of have a general idea of who's going to come out, even if it's not the way you might think. And being completely surprised by some of these games, like the Cavs losing that series right now. I would never have guessed. Boston being down two games going into New York and then
Mhm.
playing now down 2-1, like never would have guessed that. Like
Yeah,
so, it's been a good. I've been enjoying
it's
the playoffs so far for sure.
I've really been enjoying the playoffs, and all the games have been good. The Nuggets and the Thunder series has been phenomenal,
Yep.
2-2. The Warriors, obviously, we would love for Steph to come back a little bit sooner. But
Yeah.
again, even in game three, when now that the Minnesota's up 2-1, great game. It was a great game. Like every game has been really good outside of the fact that the Pacers were up by 100 at halftime. I've never seen anything like that. Cavaliers, I don't know what's happening. You guys are being compared to the 2015 Hawks, and I'm sorry, but it might be true. You guys were the number one
That's
team.
wild.
I don't.
They ran into the injury bug though.
Dude, I don't
It
know.
is because it's crazy because Donovan Mitchell is playing
Playing
damn
out of
near
his
the best
mind,
out of
Mhm.
any superstar left in the playoffs. Like
100%.
he's playing out of his mind, and they're getting smacked around silly
Yeah.
by the Pacers, who we gave zero credit to. We
Yep.
said that the Bucks were going to beat them in five
Yep.
in the first
Because
round.
I think it's like the story with Halliburton. Like none of us believed in Halliburton. None of the league believed in Halliburton.
Yeah.
Every
Correct.
time someone doesn't believe in him, he does some crazy like I still don't even like every time like I texted right before he hit the buzzer beater and during that game like oh Halliburton doesn't look that good. And then what does he do at the end of the game? Like it's
Yep.
every single time
Yeah.
that you doubt Halliburton, he comes out and finds a way to get it done. So I'm personally done doubting Halliburton as much as I don't enjoy watching him play. But if you
After
got
this entire year of the Celtics and Cavs destroying everybody, if the Eastern Conference Finals ends up being Pacers
the
Knicks,
Knicks
that would be insane.
Insane. But the Pacers play with such a better team chemistry than I've seen a lot of other teams play with.
and
They play like a real team.
ball.
They play like a college team.
They guard the ball. Like
Exactly. They
look
play
at
like a
picking
college
up
team. They
94
guard.
feet like
Hmm.
is nuts.
Yes.
Like people don't like think about like the Aaron Neesmiths of the world or
No.
Hmm.
the Nimhards of the world. Like these people are like locking down, and it's like, and when Donovan Mitchell's playing out of his mind, he's like struggling to do that because he's exhausted, because he's
Yep.
dribbling the ball up against pressure
He
the
has to work
entire game.
really hard.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too where Neesmith they have such a good bench too. Like when Neesmith gets tired, they sub in Neesmith 2.0 Benedict Mathurin, who does the exact same thing.
Same
Like
guy.
they cannot
Yep.
you I mean an Obi Toppin athletic freak, TJ McConnell, one of the smartest backup point guards in the NBA, and yeah, and Benedict Mathurin, who come in and can score and play defense. And the Pacers look so good right now. So sorry to the Pacers in what we talked about in episode 3, but
For
kudos
sure.
to you guys now.
'Cause they are
That it brings to a good talking point where in the playoffs it's seemed that depth matters more than star power, where in the regular
Absolutely.
season you win with just stars. But now, like even in the Thunder Nuggets game, Jokic and SGA both haven't been playing very well.
yeah.
Like they both struggled in that series, and yet it's a great series because of the depth, like the bench pieces
Mhm.
or the role players. Like it's been, Hartenstein and Chet guarding Jokic really well, and Alex Caruso playing out of his mind, and then Aaron Wiggins and Casey Wallace coming in and hitting big shots, then
Mhm.
Isaiah Joe versus like Aaron Gordon and Westbrook and Christian Braun, like they're all playing out of their minds. And then Jokic and SGA, who are the two best players in the world, haven't really been doing anything. They're the two MVP front runners, and they're shooting like 30% from the field with a lot of turnovers and just like mistakes that they don't normally make throughout the year.
Mhm.
Where the teams that are succeeding in these playoffs so far, at least, have been the ones with a big bench and a lot of depth and players that can play multiple positions. And it's
And
really been interesting. It's been a stark contrast to the regular season where you can just win with your stars. Like that's not how it works in the playoffs.
and I think the league is just like even change has been changing towards that direction for a couple years now. And I think we're just finally like really starting to see it so obviously.
Yeah.
Because it's been a couple years where you could just say, like, remember we were growing up when it was like, oh, LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh from the Heat are going to the finals every year, or Steph, KD, and Klay Thompson, best three players in the league, or not Klay Thompson, but you understand what I'm saying? They're going to the finals. Like
Mhm.
the best players put together were going to the finals, or we're going to make a deep playoff run. And now
Yeah.
you still have teams with very good players put together that might not make a deep playoff run because, is what Jacob was saying, the role players in the NBA are just better today than the role players in the NBA used to be, in my opinion. Like
100%.
it's just like the level of basketball has increased, so there's not that big of a difference between your superstars and your role players. It's literally what is your role.
Yep.
100%.
100%. It's a great
And
point. It's a great
Yeah.
point. And side note, this is also just completely not off topic, but I was watching game 2 of the Nuggets Thunder game, and it was in OKC, and Westbrook fouled somebody or like turned the ball over or something, and they started booing Westbrook.
in
Put
OK,
some in OKC. Put
okay,
some respect on Westbrook. The amount of things he did for the Oklahoma City Thunder organization. Why are you guys booing him? He's a great guy. He doesn't do anything wrong. and that's just I just got a
One of
little
my
annoyed.
favorite
Got a
plays
little
this
annoyed.
one of my favorite players of this entire playoffs is I want to say it was game three, maybe.
Yep, it
And
was.
He got the tech.
no, not when he, I love that too.
Yeah.
But I'm talking
Oh,
about when Shea tries to beat him one on one and Rush just locks down for like 15 seconds.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, that's the best freaking Thunders player of all time. Forget Kevin
Exactly.
Durant, forget
Exactly.
yeah.
Shea Alexander. Russell Westbrook is the best Thunder player of all time. So I was
Mark
very,
Jones said he was in his chest like bronchitis.
yeah, locked down. So,
100%.
and the tech was elite too.
The
I
tech was
was
It was
definitely
elite.
curious.
elite.
It was awesome. He got the tech and then saw he got the tech, stayed on the rim for another 15 seconds
Yeah,
just to
he
show
definitely did it
some.
on purpose. Like, no doubt about
Oh
it.
yeah, of course.
It was awesome. It was so awesome.
I want to talk about the other most exciting series because Wolves Warriors is kind of done now that Steph's out until game 6. Like I just don't
Game
think they have
five.
enough.
Game five. It is updated to game five,
Okay, I still think
supposedly.
the Wolves win
I
pretty
think so. I
handily.
think so too.
Knicks Celtics I want to talk about. So in round one, if you guys remember, I was a pretty severe Knicks hater.
Yes, you were.
One because I liked the Pistons, but I could not handle Brunson's foul baiting and all of the flopping and Karl Anthony Towns shenanigans and all of that. I just wasn't a big fan. But I have now flipped because it's more fun to see the Celtics lose than the Knicks lose. The Celtics are the most fun team in the league to watch lose, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Can we just
Watching Jaden
agree
Tatum lose is hysterical.
that for 47 minutes of game one, for 47 minutes of game two, and for 48 minutes of game three, the Celtics have been the best team in this series, but they're down 2-1?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like, it's
100%.
absolutely
And it's
ridiculous.
and
because you
it's
give the ball
so
to Jason Tatum. Okay, so real quick,
It's
but
so ridiculous.
Jason Tatum, the main thing in the NBA right now is matchup hunting, right? Like I'm just gonna get a bunch of screens set on me,
So I
and
get
then
to,
I'm gonna find the person that I want to attack,
yeah.
and then attack that matchup. Jason Tatum has gotten he's attacking either Jalen Brunson or Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson's too slow to keep up with him, and Jalen Brunson's too small. At the end of these games, he's getting the matchups that he wants and just taking step back threes all the time against everybody. And I'm like, dude, you're getting what you want. Why are you taking these contested step back threes? Take it to the hole. And then at the end of game 3, he lost his handle and drove into 4 people and turned it over. And now they're down 2-1.
Yeah,
Or game 2, sorry.
yeah.
Like,
it's
what
really
are you doing?
And
It
If he
is.
wants to say again, we did it again. If he wants to do that, we did it again. Yay. He's going to have to figure out how to win in the clutch because it's not working. And Jaylen Brown hasn't provided anything. Porzingis has been injured or is sick with whatever he has going on. And like right now, it's the Knicks versus Derek White.
Yep.
I mean,
So
Derek
we'll
has
see
been
what
playing
happens.
great.
That's
Yep.
what I mean.
I mean, it's just like so. I really feel like New York's gonna mess around and come out with this series one, just because
Right.
in a close game, I trust Jalen Brunson more than I trust anybody else in the league, right?
100%. 100%.
And
Yeah.
it's crazy because Boston, like, if you sit there and watch the game, Boston looks better, even though they're not playing that well. Like, they're getting the shots that they normally knock down, and they're just missing them.
Mhm.
Like,
It
why
was
don't?
it was very funny. I saw on Twitter today the odds for winning the Eastern Conference, and the Cavs just lost by 75,000 and have a better chance of being the Eastern Conference champion than the Knicks
Because no one
because
believes the
because
Knicks can
everybody still
beat.
just trusts the Celtics.
Like,
It's unbelievable. And it's
but
awesome.
Kristaps hasn't looked like has been there at all.
He like can barely move.
Like,
I don't know what's
Yeah,
going on with him.
we
But
don't
that
need
is
to
it's
get
that's a
into that.
huge loss.
yeah. And it's crazy because the Knicks play a great style of basketball for 3.5 quarters. And
Yeah,
then it turns into I'm giving the ball to Jalen
and
Brunson,
watching that
and I
drive.
am everybody is getting out of the way, and he has provided pretty much
But
every possession.
nah, you know what bothers me though? Is he'll hit the big shot after he misses five
Yeah,
big shots
100%.
Yes,
before
Yes.
that.
he hasn't even had a good series
No,
this series
Like,
either.
no.
He
He
really
just
hasn't been
takes
playing that
he
well.
takes every shot. in the
He
fourth
just
quarter.
takes every single one down the stretch.
Yeah.
And then going 2 for 5 in the last 4 minutes of the game is good. I
Yeah.
mean, hit the game winner.
Yeah.
Like,
He has 48 more points than the second leading scorer in fourth quarter points in the playoffs.
it literally is him go to
Insane.
one side of the court,
Yep.
the other four players stand on the other side of the court, and watch him go 1-on-1 with the help shading towards the middle.
Exactly. And
Yep.
back to what was Jacob saying earlier. And it is so annoying because Jalen Brunson still does what he was doing against the Pistons. He is foul baiting. He is doing what he's doing. But I am loving it because it is causing the
Yeah, it's the
Celtics to lose.
Celtics. Yeah, who
It gets
cares?
like when he does it, it's annoying because I don't like that brand of basketball. But then it's against the Celtics, so then I start cheering, and then that's how
But
it
they
goes.
also have insane depth.
Yeah,
Like their fourth and fifth best players are OG, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart, and they are all incredibly serviceable. And
100%.
they
I
do
mean,
exactly what they need them to do.
Mikal Bridges kept him in the game against Boston in game two.
100%.
Yeah,
12 points down the stretch. Like,
And our dumbasses are talking about Austin Reeves. Mm-mm-mm.
that was
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
crazy.
We'll look back to our first couple episodes and think about
I
our
mean,
decisions. But
I was for sure that this playoff was Austin Reeves' coming out party. I was for sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
Just did
I
not
guess it worked
give him
out
the
very well.
yeah.
So real quick before we move on, given what we know now, who's your championship and who's your winner?
That's so hard. Like,
It's
That's why I
so hard.
asked.
Alex, also, I didn't mean to give you credit. Your Nuggets call
We
doesn't
we're
look
Oh
that
yeah, I
bad.
know. You're still moving.
it is still available.
Like, it
It
does
It's
is
still
not
still
look that
available.
available.
bad.
And I think the winner of that series will make the final. So
Like,
they
Yeah, I
still have a
agree.
chance. They still have a chance. You
Dude, the
know?
championship could be Wolves Pacers after everything that happened this year.
that would be so brutal. As much as,
That would
like,
be
the
insane.
Pacers play good basketball, I just don't enjoy watching them.
No.
It would
Like,
be the first ever NBA championship on Timu.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be crazy.
We're gonna have to find it on a stream
They'll
east.
have it on the Food Network.
Yeah.
my winner right now, it's depending. While we're recording this, there's 5 minutes left in the Boston game, so that might
I know.
change my answer. I keep checking the score.
I
Like, so if Boston wins tonight, then Boston. If Boston loses tonight, then I just don't. Then the Knicks. I want whoever wins the series is going to win the finals. Heard it here first.
Who are they playing? Who are they playing in the championship?
That's hard because the Nuggets is a toss up. The Nuggets Thunder is a toss up,
Yep.
and I'm going Knicks Timberwolves.
All right. Knicks
Interesting.
Timberwolves. Okay.
What about you, Jacob?
Hold up. No, I asked you first.
Me?
Yes.
I'm
The
still rocking.
worst thing it could
I'm
be.
still rocking with Celtics Nuggets, and Nuggets are coming out on top. I'm
Celtics, Nuggets coming
I'm
out
still
top.
rocking with my beginning decision.
Oh man. All
So can I
right.
keep my Celtics then?
I have Celtics Thunder in the finals from the beginning, but
Hmm.
like I am very strongly rooting against both of them right
Me
now.
too. Me too.
So that kind of, but like just for continuity, I'll say Nuggets Thunder, or sorry, Thunder Celtics is what I meant. So I'll
All right.
keep my original picks, even though in my heart I don't want it, which around here we call it an emotional hedge. But I did not emotionally hedge enough for the Wizards to get the sixth pick.
Did you bet
Nicely
on the
said.
draft?
Nicely said.
Say again?
Could you have bet on the lottery?
Yes, you could have. I did not,
Absolutely not. And I
because
would be so
I
broke.
no, that's a horrible idea. All right,
All right.
but
So
let's stop talking about this so I can calm down again. I need to do
yeah.
my breathing exercises. I keep forgetting.
So now we are moving on to our draft of the episode. So at the beginning, I was saying it's going to be an NFL fantasy team constructed with NBA players. So we have a quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and we're doing a cornerback and a linebacker. So we'll have 6 rounds, and we're trying to make the best team conducted of NBA players all time.
Yeah,
So
just to confirm, this is all time
all time
players.
in their primes, and we
Yes.
will see who has the best team? So you get the first pick.
Love to see it. Oh, stay.
Oh, no way.
Wow. That's so brutal.
So Jacob with the first pick, and we'll have Jaden with the second pick.
I'm hoping my 1-2 is still there.
All right. I will keep track of our teams, and Jacob, you can get us going with your pick.
Okay, so I think the first pick is pretty obvious in this draft. Um, there has been one athletic specimen that could have graced any sport. He played football in high school and he was pretty damn dominant. And he decided to go in the NBA instead. At my tight end position, I will be taking LeBron James.
Yeah, pretty clear 1-1. Pretty clear 1-1 in my
I
opinion.
just don't agree. I
Jaden,
don't
who are
agree.
you taking at the two?
Add the two. I love that pick, Jacob. But football, the most important position is your quarterback. The quarterback runs the team. So I'm picking the greatest athletic specimen of the time with the best vision, 6'7", Magic Johnson at my quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah, heard it here first. Heard it
I
here.
think Magic was 6'9" too, by the way, but
6'9", that's better.
you can see over the line. I was not expecting that at all. So good job. Go
So
ahead, Alex.
I will be taking at my running back position. You need someone who is shifty, you need someone who is quick, and you need someone that is going to run through a wall. And we are talking about him earlier in the episode. I'm taking Russell Westbrook at my
Yep.
running back.
That's
So
tough.
good. That's so good. That's so annoying.
That's a great pick, Alex.
And I'm going to take my cornerback at my second overall pick, and arguably the most athletic player to have ever graced the NBA. This is maybe a recency biased, but I am taking Amen Thompson at
Yep.
my
He was gonna be mine. Dang.
at my corner back
Gosh.
position.
Alex,
He
that's so good, dude.
great vision, so athletic, so fast, and can get up there to get some interceptions for my defense.
That's so good.
Wow,
That's so good.
Alex.
Really good.
That is great.
Jaden,
Um,
Jaden, to you.
yeah, I'm kind of at a lost right now because you definitely pick.
That
Okay,
was so good, Alex.
yeah, that's fantastic. Alex, you going for win two this week?
That's the goal. That's the
No.
goal. I want to
Love
go
it.
back up to towards the top of the leaderboard.
Okay, at my running back, I'll be picking strong, stocky, also quick, Dwayne Wade.
That's a great
Oh,
pick.
thank gosh. Okay. I thought that there was a very clear running back number two. Dwayne Wade would have been my running back number three, but I want a very similar to Westbrook build. He can run around you. He's too quick for you, but he can also go through you, and there's nothing you can do about it. At my running back, I want Derrick Rose.
Mm.
Yeah, then his knees out. You only got him for.
This is prime Derrick Rose. We're not talking about injuries. Prime Derrick
Building a
Rose.
dynasty right here. This is a dynasty. Minus D
No.
Wade here
All
a couple.
Right, right.
right, Jacob, your
Okay.
third pick.
At my wide receiver, I want somebody who's quick off the line, but can also go up and get the ball. He can high point it. He's stocky. He's not going to get pushed off the line quickly. Anthony Edwards at my wide receiver.
Yep, he was my wide receiver one.
Receiver. Yeah, that is so tough. This is so hard. Um,
Good pick,
let's.
Jacob.
Thank you.
Who do I like? Crazy pick. Guys aren't prepared for it. At my cornerback,
You have a quarterback, Jaden.
Corner, corner,
Oh, corner. Sorry.
Yes,
corner.
at my cornerback, very shifty guard, very quick, can get physical too. De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox.
He is quick.
He's so quick. Might be the quickest on the draft
Not
board
bad.
today.
Not bad.
Now, where are we going from here? This
All
division.
right. At my quarterback, you guys know from his NBA playing style, he has an arm and he has the vision. Back in his days in the Timberwolves and in Cleveland, I want
Dang it.
Kevin Love at my quarterback. You guys know he is 94 foot,
That,
absolute launches right on the money to anybody in his choosing when he was in his prime. So I'm Kevin Love at my quarterback, and I will be taking the. It's kind of crazy for me to say LeBron 2.0 in terms of athleticism and build, but I'm taking Zion Williamson at my tight end.
Oh,
okay.
dude, Alex. Okay, that's good.
I feel really great that this guy dropped so far, and I feel bad that I've missed him a couple times. And I feel like there'll be viewers yelling at us that he's fallen this far in the draft. But I think I'm going to go wide receiver. He can play wide receiver or tight end because he would be a great blocker as well. Giannis at my wide receiver.
He is a ginormous wide
Yeah,
receiver.
he's
Hard.
yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay. All right. So you guys both have quarterbacks, so I don't need to pick my quarterback, which is good. I'll save him for the end. I have tight end, wide receiver, and running back so far. Um, okay. So at my linebacker position, I compare him to Ray Lewis or Vontez Burfict. He's gonna lay the hammer down, big hits in the middle. Before he became peaceful, Ron Artest.
Oh,
Wow.
goodness.
Wow. Great
Ron
pick.
Artest. That was nowhere on my draft board,
That's a great pick.
but I don't mind it,
Meta
Jake.
World Peace.
No, Ron Artest, not
He
Meta
said
World
not
Peace.
Meta
Ron
World.
Artest. Ron Artest.
And
And then at my safety and cornerback position, I'm going to take the legendary Michael Jordan.
yeah, I mean, he had to get drafted at some point.
He has great footwork. He can see the ball, great hands. He's quick. He's strong. Michael Jordan.
And I will be taking my linebacker similarly, a similar player to yours, Jacob. And I will be Draymond Green.
Hmm.
And you just need a
Okay.
hard-nosed guy like that on defense. Pop you in your
Yep.
mouth, tough, and probably wouldn't get any flagrants in football. So I think he's playing well for that anyway.
I was thinking long and hard about my linebacker for this draft because you have to think about it. You don't want someone too tall. So the bigger players in the NBA might be a little too tall to be your linebacker. So my pick, he is still tall. He is still tall, but he is a bully. And that was his name when he played. I want Zach Randolph.
Wow.
At your what?
Zebo.
At
Zebo
your
Hill.
linebacker?
at
He is
my
too slow.
Yeah, he is kind of
at
slow.
my give me my
You just ruined your team. He is too slow. You're doing very well.
no, not get yeah,
He's
whatever.
getting blown by. He's getting blown by. The linebackers going to pick up LeBron. You're going to have Zebo guarding LeBron in space.
No, I want him
Yeah,
attack. I
right.
want. Oh shoot! I want him attacking the quarterback. I want him attacking the quarterback.
Okay.
So is that not what he's going to be doing on my team?
I mean, he'll be versatile, I guess, but you know,
I want him attacking
go
the
ahead.
quarterback.
He
He is
just
a
killed his
bully.
pick like that.
He is a bully.
Oh,
And at my
I have
wide
high
rec-
blood. I'm sorry for coming at you like that. I have high blood pressure right now.
you're very
and
angry
at
today.
and
Also,
at
wait, before you make this pick, Alex, the Knicks are up like 10 right now with
I was just gonna say
no
that 10
way,
with a minute, 10 with a minute and a half left, 12 with a
yeah,
minute and a half left.
no way.
like sorry to cut you off.
Go. And I don't think he's too slow. In his prime, he was not too slow. But at my wide receiver position, again, another recency biased, but I love how he plays and he can fly and he can run routes. I want Jalen Green at my wide receiver. I don't know if you remember that one clip of him cross court pass, the one-handed snag in the corner. He jumped
Mhm.
like 15 feet in the air and got the
That's good. Good
rounds out
pick.
my team. Jaden, you need a tight end.
At tight end, I will be taking one of the most traditional small forwards we've seen in the NBA. Tall, strong, quick, very athletic. Scottie Pippen, and that will round out my team.
All right,
Not
Jacob.
bad.
QB.
QB, I want somebody. I have enough weapons outside that I don't need a super mobile quarterback. I need a pocket passer who can drop dimes, throw it right into the bucket. And we know somebody who can do it in the league better than anybody right now. I'll be taking Nikola Jokic as my quarterback.
Yeah, Big Ben.
He makes full court passes all of the time. He's the only player in the league right now that makes full court passes like that, like a football player, and he throws it into the basket.
He
He's
does.
the most made shots outside of 75 feet in the league right now. Ugh,
You're talking about mobile, like not
ugh.
mobile at all.
He's a pocket passer, man. I
Like,
don't need him to run.
he's
All
barely
right.
Pocket
opening the
passer.
pocket.
So saying our teams, Team Jacob, QB Jokic, running back Derrick Rose, wide receiver Anthony Edwards, tight end LeBron James, cornerback Michael Jordan, and linebacker Ron Artest. Team Jaden, Magic Johnson at quarterback, Dwayne Wade running back, Giannis at wide receiver, Scottie Pippen tight end, De'Aaron Fox at cornerback, and Draymond Green at linebacker. And Team Alex, Kevin Love at quarterback, Russell Westbrook running back, Jalen Green wide receiver, Zion tight end, Amen Thompson cornerback, and Zach Randolph linebacker.
Ooh, you should have left that one out.
I know, I know.
You're such a bully.
I love my team.
I think your team is by far the second best team. For
I
sure.
disagree, Jacob.
Wait, are we disrespecting my team like that?
Yes.
That is crazy. What's wrong with my squad? Alex has Kevin Love at quarterback.
I do. That's a
Yeah,
great
Kevin
pick.
Love would make full court passes all the time.
That is a great pick.
So
I think
the
Kevin Love.
quarterback only throw deep balls? That's the only thing we're talking about?
No, but I need
No.
someone
Or
that
is it
can do
about the
that.
vision and the leadership? Because I don't remember Kevin Love leading nothing.
It's
Leading the
true.
injury ball. That's what I remember about Kevin
It's a
Love.
good point. It's a good point.
No,
It's a good point.
You guys are talking about one freaking pass in the whole quarterback. He's doing the RPO? No.
Jokic
Kevin
can.
Johnson is a cerebral basketball player. That is who you want at your quarterback.
That is true. I
So,
love the Russell Westbrook at running back and Amen Thompson at cornerback.
Russell Westbrook at running back. You have the running back one. You have the tight end two, and then arguably the wide receiver one. But I would take Anthony Edwards over Amen Thompson or
I,
over Jalen Green.
I would too.
And
I
then
would too.
guys.
tight end one is LeBron.
Yeah. Wait,
I
did
have Derrick Rose as my running back two behind Westbrook.
I was honorable mention. I was gonna put John Wall at my running back. He was
That's a
gonna
good one
be
too.
he was in my running for
That would have been a great one.
That would have been.
You know who I think would have been a good tight end? Aaron Gordon.
I think so too. I think so
I
too.
think Aaron Gordon would have been a good
So
tight
was
end.
Zach Randolph that bad of a pick?
I don't.
Next,
I just think
seven.
the rest of your picks were so good
I need
that
someone
it
that
like
was
just
that's
brought it
strong.
down.
I think he might be a
Right,
little
but
too
he's
slow.
not agile.
He might be a little too slow.
His
I
cuts are
want
Yeah,
him.
slow.
I
I
want
think
him to be
you
like
were
a.
thinking linemen.
I think I was thinking lineman.
Yeah.
I want him as my lineman. If I was taking a linebacker, I would have chose someone different
Yeah, I think
because
you
I
would.
wanted
Well,
some.
we said before the draft linebacker.
I want Zach Randolph as like my TJ Watt.
Mm,
That's my ideal
mm.
position for him.
I would have taken Steven
Oh,
Adams.
if I can't vote for my own team, I'll be going Jacob's team. I still think my team is getting disrespected over here, but so then it's
Well,
Alex. Are you going?
I would take Alex over Jaden's team.
Which is so crazy. I don't get it.
He has three of the number one picks per position. I think three out of the top. Right, three out of the six.
I do.
But are we
think-
not valuing positions differently?
I do
Is it the
I
total? Because in football, all the positions are not valued equally.
because
Correct,
do
but I
think-
don't think that Kevin Love is a terrible. I don't think Kevin Love will be a terrible quarterback. You're making it seem like Kevin Love will be a terrible quarterback.
I'm
Compared
taking
to-
Kevin Love over Jokic.
Magic
It's
Johnson.
too slow.
What are we talking?
Talk about too slow. it's hard to be. Jokic is so slow, man.
Jokic is not. He runs down the paint in the NBA. He runs full court in the NBA all the time. What are you talking about? He
Yeah.
doesn't walk. He's
uh
not like your typical like. He's not Amen Thompson.
he
I'll
is
tell
not
you
Amen
that.
Thompson, and Amen Thompson is on Team Alex.
Or he's not Asar Thompson, whose both middle names is XLNC. I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but they have the coolest middle names ever. Cooper Flag could never.
Yeah.
By the way, the Knicks are now up 3-1 in the series.
Yeah, I can't believe they won. That's wild.
And did Tatum
So
just get really hurt, or did someone just text me that he got really hurt, and that's not true?
I'm not sure.
Someone just texted me saying he might have blown his Achilles. I hope that's
Oh,
not
shoot.
true, but
Breaking news on the podcast.
Jason Tatum entered his NBA playoffs. Also, this is the funniest.
Oh, yeah. It looks like it. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Help
not.
to the locker room.
that is so bad. I'm sorry, Jason
That's
Tatum.
not good at all.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm giving it to Team Alex, but if I can't, I'm going to go Team Jacob. I think I am.
Well,
I think Anthony Edwards is a significantly better wide receiver than Giannis would be. I think Giannis is a little
he
too
does.
tall.
He wouldn't have to do anything. They just throw it up to him. Like matching the Giannis is crazy.
And LeBron James at tight end is a little
And De'Aaron Fox is locking freaking Anthony Edwards down at corner.
Jaden.
One-on-one.
Jaden, come on.
Down.
Come on. You did not pass
No swiping.
you did not pass the bar to say that
See
whoever the hell you just said would stop Anthony Edwards. I don't even remember. I didn't even.
De'Aaron
That's
Fox.
not how much I did. Yeah, right. De'Aaron Fox is guarding Anthony Edwards. Are you kidding me?
Seatbelt.
Right.
so
First of all, he's jamming him up at the line. And then he's scared.
He's jamming him up at the line. Have you seen Anthony Edwards' arms?
He's not ready for this.
De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox going like that.
yeah.
This is a team. My team's a team I'm taking at plus money any day of the week. Any Sunday, I'm taking my team at plus money, and I'm coming out.
I'm proud of you.
So that's
Hey.
all
Comment below. You know the drill. Comment below.
Yeah,
whose
comment down below.
whose team would win. Let me know what your picks would be if you were doing this draft, and let us know the team. But
Below. Oh man.
bad.
It just looks like a torn Achilles. Like he stepped backwards and then tried to push off and step forward and just fell. Like it had the vibration.
So Alex, what you said at the beginning of the episode about, or whoever said it about Boston being good for the next going to championship for the next 5 years, won't be happening this year, and it won't
Oh man, he
That's
really
so
tore his
sad.
Achilles. That's so
That-
sad.
be.
it's so sad.
So unfortunate. And Jason Tatum, this was his year to win Finals MVP, and that really sucks, actually.
Man, I was talking all that about how much fun it is to see the Celtics lose. Now I feel like an asshole. Man,
Damn.
whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, that's 3
yeah.
W's for your boy.
Yeah, comment below whose teams wins. Comment below what you would do if you would do in this draft, and clap it up.
That
for
was
the
a lot
guys.
of fun.
Clap it up. Really nicely done for our teams. I think all of us did very good. I think all of our teams are very good. Yeah, let us know. Let us know. Moving on from our draft, we will be going into our non-sports trivia, and brought to you by Jaden.
Okay, it's May. It is what we call graduation season. So, based on that, my question is, what are the top 10 universities based on endowment size from the 2023? So the number one school is going to have the biggest endowment to number 10.
Right.
You get 3 strikes.
Are these all public or can they be private universities or what?
Some of them are private universities. You will have heard of every single one of these schools, though.
Okay.
Okay. So Jacob, do you think it's just based off of population of the school?
Yeah, big schools, high performing schools, people that have made a lot of money that goes to those schools.
Okay.
So, 3 strikes, I guess.
I'll give you 4 strikes.
4 strikes. Wow, generous. All All right, so I'm thinking Stanford is probably up there.
Locked in?
I like it.
Locked in?
Yeah, yeah.
Stanford at 3.
Okay.
How do
I'm
you
gonna
how do you like Virginia?
I think that we can probably guess better before
Okay,
that. Like I think Duke and North Carolina
I
would
think so
probably
too.
be up there. So can we go
Yeah.
Duke, Jaden?
I'm sorry to inform you that Duke is number 11 on this list.
No
So
way.
you were on the right track,
Okay.
but
All right,
Yeah.
so going into our next guess, so we have one strike.
Yeah,
Um,
so we one strike.
and Stanford was at 3 with 36
so
million
I'm not
dollars.
mad.
So I think okay, you're good now. I think that we should guess Harvard, and if it's not Harvard, then it's
Then we
no
give up on the
Ivies.
Ivy League. Okay,
Yes.
Harvard,
Harvard,
Jaden.
Jaden.
Harvard is, in fact, number 1 on this list.
Okay.
Wow.
Yale,
Okay,
Jaden.
Yale.
Yale is 2 on this list.
Okay,
So you have
sweet.
now knocked off the top 3.
So now do we go to like Princeton or do we go to
Yes.
like?
We keep rocking them out until we
But
don't
it's
we
yeah,
yes,
Princeton.
Princeton?
Princeton.
Princeton.
Yes.
Princeton is number 4 on this list.
Okay.
Okay.
I do think it'll get harder, though.
Okay. Do we think that should we do Cornell or Columbia or Dartmouth? I think that it would probably be Columbia would be
That's
the
what
next
I
one.
think Columbia might be the next one.
Columbia.
Columbia, number 10 on this list.
Nice, Jaden.
Okay, so now we move on. Um, so or do we want to guess another Ivy?
Like what would
Cornell probably,
Cornell Brown?
or UPenn, or do you want to do like you want to try MIT?
We
No,
could.
no MIT.
No, I
Oh, so
like Cornell.
I think we try another
I think we try
Ivy
not to leave until we mess up. I like
so you
Cornell.
want Cornell?
Yeah.
Cornell.
Cornell is strike number 2.
Okay.
Okay.
So now do you want to
So
move to the UNC?
Cornell is 18 on the list, by the way.
18. Okay. Do you want to do UCLA or USC?
Ooh, I like USC. I like UCLA. I like
I think I
UCLA.
like USC better than UCLA,
Okay, we can.
personally.
Okay, I'm
University
not.
of Southern California, Jaden.
That is strike number 3.
What?
Goodness.
You
All
are
right,
missing.
Alex, go ahead.
You have
'Cause
at least said 2 names on this list, and the other 3, you've said 2 names. 2 names are public schools, and you're missing one pretty big private school. Other than that, those are your last
Big
5.
private school.
gosh, these non-sports trivia questions make us look so dumb. Um, so you can decide because I've given us all the strikes so far. You can decide but my two that I would choose between would be North Carolina and UCLA,
It has to be
and
one of
then
those for the public
the
schools.
third would be MIT if I was to pick. But you make the decision because I've screwed this up already.
I think we go UNC Chapel Hill because of our main man Jaden's giving us the clues.
As much as I would love for that to be the correct answer,
We didn't do that. We didn't do that. We said UCLA.
that would also be an incorrect answer.
Okay.
We didn't do that. We said
Well,
MIT.
MIT.
MIT, number 5 on the list.
Okay,
All right,
nice.
I don't know where you're making up these UCLA and UNC guesses. 'Cause that definitely wasn't us.
Okay.
Okay, so MIT. So what are we missing?
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Dadgummit, man. We stink.
Okay,
All right.
so we've said another one. So do you want to go to the UPenn?
We have said another one?
Jaden said we have said 2 so far, and we've only guessed 1, and we got it right.
What? Brown or Dartmouth
Brown or Dartmouth or UPenn.
or UPenn? Okay. Pick one.
Brown.
It's incorrect.
Yeah. Was it Dartmouth?
That would be also incorrect.
Okay.
So
Was it UPenn?
there we go.
Oh my
Man.
goodness.
All right.
We
Okay.
stink.
So this list, top to, we're cutting it. It was a beautiful try.
Yeah.
Gosh, man, what the
This list, top to bottom, was Harvard at 1, Yale at 2, Stanford at 3, Princeton at 4, MIT at 5, UPenn at 6, 7, Texas A&M, 8, University of Michigan, 9, the University of Notre Dame, and 10, Columbia University.
Oh, Notre Dame we should have gotten.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Darn it,
mean
man.
Texas A&M, I thought you would never get. So that was the one
Michigan we should have gotten.
I thought you guys could have gotten Michigan and Notre Dame.
It's a good question, Jaden.
Roast us in the comments. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It wasn't Susquehanna, if you guys are wondering.
Go Riverhawks.
Riverhawks are not on the list. Neither was Hofstra.
Nor
All
University
right.
of Maryland.
So for the sports trivia question that I have for us today,
Oh
it is
boy.
a top five. Top five. So it is a top five leading bench scorers since 2000.
Oh, this is fun. Okay.
So we have since 2000 the total points scored off of the bench.
Who's the first person that comes to mind, Jaden?
Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford.
Number two,
Okay. Who's the second person that comes to mind?
Lou Will.
Lou Williams.
number one by a lot.
Yep. Good job. Okay, we're on the same wavelength. So if I was to say who's the third person, I don't have one in mind, so I would just agree with you. Those are the only two people.
I don't have a third person in mind either.
Oh no,
Who's won,
that was stupid.
who won recent Six Man of the Year awards?
Not gonna be anybody. So who was it this year? I don't even remember.
No.
Peyton Pritchard, no. I don't remember last
I don't
year.
remember who's won Six Man of the Year awards.
I don't think that's how we should think about it. I think it's who had really long careers that score, and they probably came off the bench at some point in time. That would be how I would think about it.
Wait, Alex, can you repeat the question?
The leading bench scorers since 2000. So highest amount of total points scored
In this
of
instance.
Okay,
players
Jaden,
that
I have
came off the
I have a
bench.
guess.
Okay.
Manu.
I don't hate that. You said since 2000 or 2010?
2000.
I guess that wouldn't really change. I don't hate that.
Manu.
Number three.
There you go.
Okay,
Way to be.
cool. Thank you. All right.
And just to inform you guys, those were the three kind of gimmies, and the next two. I thought you were going to get the top three very quickly off the bat, which you did. Good job.
Jeez.
Thanks.
So, who are the next two?
All right.
Feel about
Andre Blatch. No. Let's see. Eric Gordon. Do you think he would be, because he came off the bench a lot
Houston?
in Houston and in the Clippers, but I don't think that's a great guess. I think we can do better than that.
Yeah.
I was thinking James Harden, but like that's
That's
because
what
he
that
was
was
such
where
a
my mind
prominent
was.
six man, but like
Yeah.
he wasn't a six man for very long.
Like it was literally like a year or two.
Yeah.
No,
So that
Alex's
wouldn't have
facial
worked.
expression though was making me think James Harden.
No, I don't think that's possible. He was, because we're talking 25 years and he was only there for two. So who
Was he?
came off the bench for longer than that?
Um,
We're good teams. Heat were good for a while. Warriors were good for a while, but it was all
like I have
bench scorers.
Yeah.
We have to get one wrong before Alex starts giving hints. Let's see. No. This is really difficult. I'm struggling.
Like to even think of a name is difficult.
Yeah, I know. What about like who's just been in the league for a long time? Was Paul George off the bench? No, not really.
What about Udonis Haslem?
He came to mind too earlier, but like he's never been a scorer. He's just been in the league for 100 years.
But did he ever start?
I don't know. I don't. Maybe. Do you want to guess him? I don't have anybody else.
Alex, let me get a Udonis Haslem.
He is going to be strike one. I'll give you guys three strikes. He is strike one. I don't have the rest of the list, so I don't know where he ended up in
Yeah.
this list. I'll give you one hint. It's not really a hint, but one is current and one is not. Like one is
Thanks, man.
One is currently playing and one is not currently playing.
Pretty good hit.
That
Don't
that helps a ton. Um, did Ray Allen ever come off the bench? No. Mike Miller? No. Kyle Korver? No. These are all starters, Jacob. What are we doing? Um, Danny Green? No. Alexander, is our thought process of trying to guess people that have been in the league for a long time that are scorers, is that the right lane to go down, or are we not thinking about it correctly?
Yes, I would say so. The current player, I believe, starts in the NBA right now. I believe he is a starter, but he wasn't for a very long time. And then the retired player, his I don't know if his prime was at this time, but the his greatest moment in his career is he also was a starter.
Is he known for being a starter? Are both these
No,
players known for being a starter?
not at all. They're both like not. I mean, they're okay at
I
So,
have
basketball.
no idea where to even go.
It's so
starter,
tough.
a starter now that has been off the bench for for a long time. He's been in the league for a long time, and he
Yeah,
started on the bench for a while.
yeah. And
Is he a very recent starter?
he is a starter as of last year when he changed teams.
He's a starter. Okay, that's a lot of information, Jaden.
As of
He's a
last,
starter as of last year at when he changed teams.
I yes, because he
Who
came off
is
the
who's
bench.
who is somebody that changed teams last year that's been in the league for a long time, like a ancillary piece in a trade or something?
A long time is a very like I think he's been in the league like probably 10 years. Like it's not like he's 50 years old. Like he's probably 31, 32.
Oh, that okay. That changes my frame of reference. Um, I'm talking a lot, so I can like try to. I'm like filibustering a smidge because I have no guesses at all. Um, he switched teams recently.
does he have a twin brother, Alex?
Not that I know of.
Were you thinking Brooke Lopez?
No, I was not thinking Brook Lopez.
Who were you? What was that question drawn towards?
Don't worry about it. It's just a no.
I'll give another hint because you guys are going nowhere,
I
and
feel bad for our listeners who are sitting
you
here.
have yet to say either of these players too. So it's not like you're on the right track.
Yeah, okay.
This player, the current one, is going to be very disappointed after the lottery tonight.
It's gonna be very.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so he's either on the Hornets or the Wizards or the Jazz. Okay.
All the Wizards players are young
Oh,
players.
I wanted to say Nick Batum. Yeah, no. So I don't think he's Wizards. He's probably who's on the Jazz that got traded recently.
Jordan
Markkinen, no.
Clarkson.
Oh, that's a great guess.
Give me
That's a
Jordan
great
Clarkson
guess.
over
Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson in the four.
That's a great guess. Way to be.
Jordan
Way
Clarkson
to
in the four
be.
came off the
Alex's
bench.
favorite player, Jordan
He
Clarkson.
is. He is. I have his jersey. Jordan Clarkson, if you're listening, big fan over here.
Yeah, we would love to have you on the
Um,
pod, Jordan Clarkson.
yes, he came off the bench for a
Really good job.
majority of his career, and now is a starter for the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. That was a good hint, Alex.
Thank you.
You want to give us another one?
Um,
No. So this person's retired. When did this person retire? Like a long time ago or pretty recent?
20, I don't know, 2016 maybe.
So a long time ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Retired in 2016 is a long time ago.
Yeah, that
Relative.
means he was playing a long time before that.
Yes.
Retired in 2016. Was he his biggest moment was when he was starting,
Yes.
you said. Was he a guard?
Yes.
Jacob.
My guess is I'm throwing out a guess, but I think he started a lot. For some weird reason, I'm thinking Derek Fisher.
I thought that earlier too, but that was my also conclusion that he started a lot.
I think he started a
But
lot, but
that makes sense with all the hints we've gotten now.
Derek Fisher.
That's going to be strike number two. It is not Derek
Dang,
Fisher.
I almost felt so smart.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
His
That would have been good. When did Derek Fisher retire? Earlier than 2016? I don't even remember when he retired.
this player has one ring. He has
One
one
ring.
ring and was a very key benefactor in the one championship that they won.
Is a key benefactor or a key like
Player.
contributor?
Contributor.
Okay.
I
He
have
was a key
no.
contributor. He was a
Like,
key
who's one?
contributor as a starter for this championship team.
I am almost positive. Yes.
Almost positive he was a key contributor as a starter.
All right, so who won in 2016? Was
It
Warriors
was
probably
like the Warriors or Heat or Cavs. No, Cavs was
2015
2018.
Cavs? No,
Was it?
2015 was 2016 was Cavs. 2015 was Warriors.
Yes. Right?
So yeah, that's 100%.
Iguodala.
Big.
Iguodala. It has to be Iguodala. Andre
I love,
Iguodala.
I love it.
That is strike number three.
What? Oh,
He was a
really?
starter for all of his good years. And then
Really? All
was
right, wait. Can we do another one? Can we get another yes, please?
absolutely. Yeah, Andre
I was
Iguodala
so confident it would Iguodala. Dang
started
it, Jaden.
for
I really thought it was
for a
Iguodala.
majority of his career. He only came off the bench when he was on the Warriors.
Oh no, he's on the Warriors.
And
Oh,
he
we thought about it the wrong way. Darn it.
and he also, I think, started in 2015-16.
Yeah, and he started for the
For
Nets all those
And
years.
the Sixers.
So the Warriors won. Are we thinking of the right team?
No.
Okay, so it's
He
either the
retired in
Cavs
like
or,
2016, but his
but he
His
won it.
so
championship
what?
team earlier.
Celtics?
Okay,
Celtics in
we
like
can't keep like trying to just like whittle away that
He wa-
hits.
no,
he
we're
wa-
not. No, no, no. I'm talking to you. So
Okay,
do we think he's on the Celtics? So it would be Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, KG, and Kendrick Perkins. It's not going to be Kendrick Perkins. I can tell you that.
I don't think KG and Paul Pierce fell off the side of a cliff too. Like they
And they
didn't play
started,
a lot of years.
and
And they
Ray Allen wasn't
Ray
there.
Allen in Miami though, that's a key contributor.
Yes.
Did he come off the bench long enough though? 'Cause he started in
When
Boston.
did he? When he started in Boston? He started in Milwaukee,
That's what I'm saying.
right?
So he didn't come off the
So
bench until
it's probably not
2000.
them. What's the next team? The Spurs,
Manu would be on that team, so probably not.
Kawhi, Paul
Kawhi
George,
didn't
not
come
Paul
off the
George.
bench.
Sorry, Tony Parker,
No.
Tim Duncan. No,
What,
gosh.
what
okay.
about JJ Redick?
Oh, but JJ Redick doesn't have a ring.
JJ Redick does not have a ring.
I might have lied. He might have came off the bench for this championship team, but he was
That
known.
has
He was very
changed.
known as a very key contributor to this championship team. Maybe came off the bench, didn't come off the bench. He was a
And
key contributor to this team,
okay.
even though I don't think he
Uh,
did. He
have
might
we
have
named
during
the
the
team yet? Have we named the team yet?
no, he might have came off the bench in the regular season, but I know he started in the playoffs.
We haven't named the team yet. Was it that? It was that Cavs team.
No, well,
Hey,
yes,
Sean Prince.
Hey, Sean Prince. No, he started all the time, and that was in '04. Um,
Retired. Oh, with the champ. We didn't.
retired in 2016. Yes, no, yes, you're right. You're right. He was a key contributor in a championship team where he might have started, might have not started, but he came off the bench a lot in his career.
yes,
Correct? Right? And the championship wasn't necessarily from 2013 to 2016,
and
right?
it was not.
It was not. Okay, so we were thinking about that wrong.
I mean, I
So
was just going backwards though to see who makes.
Lakers, Robert Ory, but he didn't
Wow,
retire in 2016. What am I talking about?
we were nowhere close, Jacob.
That was why I went Derek Fisher.
Okay,
I,
because you
I
guys
love
I
the Derek Fisher
you guys
guys.
have
Me
already
too.
lost. You guys have already
Yeah,
lost. I'm giving one more clue.
Okay,
The
sorry.
hardest ring, arguably, in NBA history.
What?
Richard Jefferson. Is he?
Bald man Richard Jefferson.
Also doesn't have a ring. So I'm
He's
taking you.
yeah.
Jefferson played on the Cavs. What do you mean doesn't have a ring?
Oh, yes,
But I
sorry.
don't
I
know
meant
what Alex is talking about the hardest ring.
as a team, it is arguably known as the hardest championship of all time.
So down 3-1 Cavs, Richard Jefferson.
Oh, Jaden, Martin, it's Jason Terry.
Jason Terry for the Mavs.
Yes, it's
Ah,
Jason Terry.
It is
Final
Jason.
guess, Jason Terry.
It is Jason Terry.
how is it the hardest final? Who
Okay.
said that's the hardest
Do
finals?
you know who he went through to get to the
Yeah,
finals?
yeah. That
He
was
The
Dirk's
played.
best.
finals
It's like the
run?
best run
Yes, the
ever.
finals
Yes.
run. He.
Oh, I
You.
thought you meant the
No, 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 no,
run.
no, no, no.
Wow.
The Portland Trail Blazers with prime Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge going straight into Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol off of a double back-to-back championship into a
Um,
Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant in the West Conference Final into LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris
Yeah,
Bosh in the
I
that's
finals.
thought
right.
you said the hardest
No,
finals.
final championship playoff run. Sorry. It
You
is
gave
Jason
us a
Terry.
lot of hints, but I'm still proud.
Yeah.
So
It took a
one
very long time.
one through five: Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, Manu Ginobili, Jordan Clarkson, and Jason Terry. Yeah, so this concludes episode 6 of the Who's Keeping Score podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment below whose NFL fantasy team made up of NBA players wins. And the NBA stinks. I'm so annoyed, but the playoffs have been good, so keep it up.
Dude, I'm sweating from yelling so much.
Prayers out to Jason Tatum too.
Prayers out to
Prayers out
Jason
to
Tatum.
Jason Tatum, 100%. I hope it's not a torn Achilles. Um, yeah, Adam Silver, we'll have words.
Yep.
Everybody else, I
And
hope you have a blessed week. And we'll see you next week.